Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Fanfic, the podcast where we traverse the fascinating and frankly strange world of fanfictions. We're going to be perusing Wattpad and seeing the interesting treasure troves that it has to offer. I'm here today with Chris Fernandez, also known as Mega. He himself is a fanfic writer, but I'd say his content is, at least to some degree, definitely more quality, has more quality than the shit we're going to see today.
Thanks.
So, yeah. So, Chris, how did you get into making fanfics?
I just thought it would be interesting to, talk about different things that I work on and that you work on, all those kinds of things.
Right, and you've done mainly like anime-related stuff. You just kind of wanted to like expand on the story, maybe give it a bit of an edge. A lot of people do that, I feel like.
Yeah, there are some parts. I mean, no matter how good an author you are, there's only so much you can do to tie up every loose end. So there's always little things that you can kind of latch onto to expand upon in the world or the characters, relationships, that kind of thing.
Yep, and it kind of ends up being like a fan service wet dream kind of. But I mean, honestly, I don't criticize it. There's some cool fanfics out there, but today we're not going to be seeing any of those. We're going to be seeing the strange ones like the That 70s Show, SpongeBob. What else did I see? Friends, I think, at one point, Sonic. So basically, I guess what I want to ask you is, since you mainly write fan fictions about like anime, how do you feel about the fanfics about, let's say, two topics that I'm going to be using in these times, SpongeBob and or That 70s Show, which surprisingly is a fairly common theme.
I mean, I've never seen That 70s Show, so I couldn't say how many loose ends they really have to tie up there.
Right.
But it's a little strange to do one off of a sitcom because there's not really any kind of overarching story that would need to have something extra. I guess if there are some, get relationships that some people would have liked to see play out differently, they might want to do that.
Yeah,
SpongeBob, on the other hand, should not have any.
Yeah, that one I just flat out don't understand. That 70s Show, I'm guessing maybe if it's a younger girl and she's like, oh, okay, I have a fantasy character, Eric Foreman's sister. That's actually one that we had in a story that I was reading previously. But whatever, to each his own. So we're going to be starting with SpongeBob versus Miley Cyrus. If you want, we could do that. You read one chapter and I'd read one, if you're fine with that.
Sure, that sounds good.
Alright, I'll just start, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to kind of time it, because I'm not quite sure how long these are, because Wattpad is a little bit weird when it comes to copying paragraphs. Alright, so this story is called, as I said, SpongeBob versus Miley Cyrus. Just take that in for a second.
Yes.
SpongeBob versus Miley Cyrus, no less.
What's going through his head?
Yeah, and it's once again it's on Wattpad, and it's by a user named CheesePlease111. Nothing short of poetry. Alright, so once upon a time, in a kingdom that smelled like cats and spray paint. What? SpongeBob was chillin' in the Krusty Krab making some Krabby Patties. SpongeBob, hurry up with those patties, Squidward yelled. Coming right up, Squidward, SpongeBob said cheerfully. So far it's pretty loyal to how things are, I think, except for the cats and spray paint. Like, I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Yeah.
Suddenly the glass door shattered. The customers gasped. Oh, what's going on, said Squidward. Maybe it's Plankton, said SpongeBob. Oh, please, SpongeBob, it's Squidward. What? Okay, this is oddly written. It's Squidward gasped. Miley Cyrus. What the heck? I guess she's part of the show now.
Yeah, I guess.
Miley Cyrus had broken the glass when she came in like a wrecking ball, but oh good God, that's terrible. That's right, you big-nosed cashier, Miley yelled. Damn, she's cheeky. I have to come partay. Not so fast, Miley, SpongeBob said. I love how they don't even let us take it in, like that Miley Cyrus is in SpongeBob. They're just like, yeah, this is how it is, we're just rolling with it.
Not even surprised.
I've heard of your controversial performances on the surface, and I shall not permit such nonsense in the Krusty Krab. Oh, what are you gonna do about it, square boy? I think she's just taking on the role of Sandy at this point, because she's kind of cocky, said Miley. That's SpongeBob rap hands to you, Miley, for I challenge you to a rap battle. What the am I reading?
What is going on?
The customers cheered. Oh brother, said Squidward, Mr. Krabs came outside of his office. A rap battle in the restaurant? I'm gonna have to charge every customer $5 to watch. See, this guy knows. He's very loyal to the show. He said. Let's get started, said Miley. She took out her phone and played a beat. Oh my god, it's gonna hurt me to read this, honestly.
Oh gosh.
Yo, the name is Miley. I'm gonna read it in a very monotone way. I think that makes me more comfortable.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard her, unless you're too busy cooking soggy burgers. I write great hits and can't be stopped. You're just a kitchen sponge. I mean, I'm amazing at pop. I have so many fans who will adore me. You're just an animation living under the sea. I'm fabulous cause I've got hits like We Can't Stop. You're just as dumb as Patrick with your goofy goober rock. I'm not sure what the person who wrote this is on about, but that was just a very piece of like pristine creative work right there. Absolutely 10 out of 10 in terms of rapping skills. SpongeBob was offended, so he started his rap. This girl's voice is so annoying that I just can't stand her. Why don't you get out of here and go lick a sledgehammer? You used to be on Disney with a mediocre show. My show is known worldwide with many seasons to go. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing, honestly, considering how bad it's gotten.
Yeah,
I've got 2 movies that the critics loved. Your act is pretty boring. Think we've all had enough. You're a really awful singer who got really awful hair. He doesn't have hair. While I'm always maintaining my spongy flair. Miley was furious. You think you're so cool? Well, this is terrible.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I didn't expect to be put off so much by the first one just immediately.
It's painful.
Anyway, we're in too deep.
Yeah.
Well, let the truth be told. You're only 2 6-year-olds. You need to know that your show has lost its appeal. It's gross and stupid. That's how all the people feel. Damn, this guy's got bars. Your laugh is so annoying I can't take it anymore. Your act is like a 3-year-old. What is that for? So many people love me. No Hannah Montana required. When I'm watching your show, there's just stupidity acquired. SpongeBob was enraged. You want to see a terrible artist? Find a mirror, take a look, while I maintain my title as the best fry cook. This is like Dr. Seuss rhymes at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm lovable and funny to adults and kids. There's nothing good that you ever did. You came in like a wrecking ball, so what does that show? Your level of creativity is low. I've got friends, I've got fans, I've got talent too. Lame acting and dumb music is what we came out... What we came out of you? Okay, I'm reading that oddly, but it is also, to be fair, worded fairly oddly.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, they're really going at it. And this just goes on. Let's see. And the winner is SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs announced. The customers cheered. Miley was mad. Okay, SpongeBob, you win this time, but I shall return. Mwahaha. What the
What? She's some kind of villain.
Then she rode her wrecking ball back to the surface.
See, the thing is that if you looked at the beginning, where next to the title, it said that 68 people voted that they liked this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's got 68 likes, 125 comments. Let's just take a look at a couple of the comments.
Yes, let's see if...
Oh yes, ahem, I came for the plot. I love this already. I'm confused. Dude, I'm with
That's
you.
the only one I vibe
I'm with that guy, yeah. Kumbaya mama or what?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Good lord.
These comments are quality comments.
Yeah, some of them, let's just move on. I'm losing brain cells. What the heck, dude? Look at this one. JSNDJKJ, don't you ever disrespect the Goofy Goober rock song. Wow, that guy's angry. And then another guy goes on to say, I'm crying.
Whether that's from happiness or terror, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you'll never know. Let's move on to chapter 2, which you will read if you're fine with that.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead. Let me know when you need me to scroll.
Alright. 3 months later, SpongeBob was outside his house. I'm gonna go see if Patrick wants to play, he said to himself. He went to Patrick's rock. Hi, Patrick, he said. Wanna go jellyfishing? Sure, SpongeBob. That sounds like fun. Let's go see if Squidward wants to come. SpongeBob and Patrick knocked on his door, shouting, Squidward. Squidward opened the door. That's surprising. What is it? Can I ever have one day to relax without... He looked up at the sky. Holy shrimp!
See, he uses the banter from the show too. That's gotta give him props for that. Holy shrimp.
At least he's keeping the language consistent,
Yep.
even though the rest of it isn't. Suddenly, Miley Cyrus swung in on her wrecking ball right into Squidward's house.
Good lord.
From what?
I guess it's like a trans-dimensional wrecking ball. She can just like transcend dimensions and travel anywhere. Really interesting, actually. It has a science fiction edge.
Yes, let's see how that goes. Squidward's house. My house. Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player.
Damn.
Okay, that's just straight up
Uncalled
ripped from
for.
Plankton.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Mediocre. Yeah, it's completely ripped. Even the
He did
Squidward's
say that at one
reaction.
point, didn't he? Yeah, damn, what the heck, dude? They can't borrow
Yeah.
shit like that.
He's like, well, I guess. How good could he possibly be as a writer?
Yeah.
Let's see. Mediocre, Squidward said quietly. He fainted. Hey, nobody says that to my friend, SpongeBob yelled. Oh, and what are you going to do about it? I challenge you to an... Oh, no.
Oh, are you serious?
Why? Why must this happen?
You know, when I first found these, I just kind of read the titles because I didn't want to... I kind of wanted this to actually be my reaction of when I first read them. Had I known that this was so rap heavy, I might have reconsidered, but again, we're in too deep.
She's not even a rapper. I don't understand. Patrick started beatboxing. Oh no. What?
I can imagine it. Keep going, keep going. F it.
Yo, everybody, I'm a sponge, and I'm never a jerk. Miley is a total loser who just knows how to twerk. Your album was forgettable. You think you're famous, girl. I'm the most adored cartoon in the whole world.
Jeez.
Oh gosh, these terrible child rhymes.
No, man, these are some bars, dude. What do you mean? I'm bumping, dude.
Oh my gosh. So this little kitchen sponge thinks that he's got flair. He's so weak he can barely lift teddy bears. I'm famous and incredible when I sing and dance. When you try to be cool, you just rip your pants. Okay, there was a lot of references in that one.
Yeah, I'll appreciate that, tying it in a little bit to the show.
Yeah, I guess he's watched SpongeBob one too many times.
Seems like it so far. Jeez.
Have you even tried to do a good thing before? Guess you're too busy partying up on the shore. Ain't got the best of both worlds. You just sing 'cause of yo daddy. I'm a renowned fry cook with my Krabby Patties. At least these raps seem to be pretty well written, at the very least.
Yeah, right. I think this person doesn't necessarily. I mean, they're a writer. They're clearly a very renowned writer with a lot of community support. But I think their passion lies in the rap game.
Their talents are elsewhere, not writing SpongeBob fanfics.
I don't know, man. This he's got something special. Assuming it's a guy, who the heck knows? Honestly, it's probably 10-year-old little girl.
Yeah, you never know.
Anyway, where were you?
So, your boss is so cheap, you barely make any money. I'm so rich that it ain't even funny. Get a real career and maybe you'll be cool. But wait, you can't even pass in boating school. SpongeBob is mad.
That one
I would
hurt.
be too. Yeah, a little painful there. But before he could start his rap, Justin Bieber swung in. Wait, what? I didn't sign up for this one.
This person is either insane or just under 13 layers of irony.
Or they were really high when they started writing this.
Yeah, it's a fair assessment. Anyway, they say something about Tarzan now.
Justin Bieber swung in from the sky on his own wrecking ball while yelling like Tarzan. Hey Miley, he said, I came to help you in this rap battle. Oh dear lord. SpongeBob cracked his knuckles. He took a deep breath and started to rap really quickly. Yo, I may not be strong and once ripped my pants, but Justin Bieber once spit on his fans. He's just as bad as Miley, and his album ain't unique. I'm adored because I'm just so sweet. He started a lame channel on YouTube in what, 2007? I started in '99 and made Nick billions. Go back to Canada, go sing there, get a bowl haircut, and get your baby flare. I got 2 feature-length films, and you've got Never Say Never.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
one look at me and you tell me who's better. Oh gosh, that was painful to read.
Yeah, right. That was like getting out of like kidney stone. Like,
Oh my gosh.
just painful overall, and the end result is just no better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Apparently Bieber came in to help, and all he did was give SpongeBob more ammo.
Yeah, there's very little left though, luckily.
Yeah, let's see. Miley and Justin Bieber just stood in shock. Sandy came. SpongeBob clearly wins, she said. She then used her karate to kick them onto the wrecking balls, and then to kick them back to the surface. Nice job, SpongeBob, Sandy said. Thanks, Sandy. Edward woke up. Oh, my house. What am I going to do about my house? SpongeBob thought for a moment. I don't know.
I don't know why I expected like a
terrible.
rap or something, or yeah, like something else. But he's like, yeah, dude, like, I'm sorry.
Chapter
Like,
1 at least ended cleanly, but this one is like, I've
know.
run out of ideas.
It's like, they could have done a rap about repairing his house or something. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
that's chapter 1 and 2, and I think that's quite enough of that one. What did you think?
Yeah,
What are your impressions?
Pain, mostly pain and suffering. At least, I only noticed one grammatical mistake the whole 2 chapters. So at very least, this person seems to have proofread very well.
Yeah, right. There wasn't like a
yeah.
lot of problems. It's very, very, like, precisely written. Very.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very
want to
clean.
say well written, but.
Yeah, I don't know about the topic of writing, but at
Yeah,
least,
like,
it's pretty clean.
I'd be very interested to ask this person without entirely bashing on them. Like, what? Why? I wish I could just write it off as something that's funny and ironic, but they took so much trouble. How many chapters is there of this? I don't even know. There's just too many.
Yeah, I wonder when this was written too, because this doesn't seem like something that would be written recently.
Yeah, right. This seems kind of like a 2013-ish kind of vibe, or
Yeah.
2015 when Justin Bieber was going insane.
And I think you're right on the age range. They're probably middle school age, because this is the kind of thing that I might have written as cringe in middle school.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're just really just the best troll ever. They're just under too many layers of irony for us to understand.
Yeah.
They have 1.1 thousand viewers, so they're doing something.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those viewers, though, just read it to see how painful it really is.
Yeah, well, that was quite a way to start off this.
Yeah, and I'm terrified of the other one.
Yeah, me too, honestly. If it ends up being too inappropriate, there's gonna be a lot of censorship.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
this next one is called SpongeBob X Sandy. Yes, it is basically, for anyone that doesn't know, when you ship 2 characters in a franchise, it's that you want them to get together, you want them to pair up, right? As weird as some people consider that, someone is shipping SpongeBob and Sandy. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll start. The chapters in this one are actually pretty short. Like, this even a chapter is more like a paragraph. If I had paid for this, I'd be pissed.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Good morning, SpongeBob yelled, getting out of bed. SpongeBob comes sprinting down to the kitchen for a quick breakfast, because for once, he might be late. It's 8:45 and his shift starts at 9. SpongeBob grabs a breakfast bar to help. He doesn't have breakfast. Oh, breakfast kelp bar, of course.
Or, yes.
How could I be so dumb? And sprints off to work. SpongeBob gets there at 8:55 and checks in. He barely made it. SpongeBob hits the back room for his duty as a fry cook. Order up. SpongeBob gets his first patty to flip of the day. Jesus Christ, I'm having too much trouble with this. 8 hours later. SpongeBob finishes his shift and heads home to see his pet snail. Ring ring, someone is calling SpongeBob on the phone. It's Sandy. Oh my.
Oh, gosh. So, this is already
I'm actually
way worse.
afraid. I'm actually afraid that this is gonna get like pornographic.
Let's see how it goes. It seems pretty tame at the beginning, but
Yeah, right. Like,
so
so far there's nothing crazy. I guess I'll just read like the second chapter too, because these are really short.
no problem.
And I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, seems like it's gonna be a few chapters.
I want to explain to this person that this isn't a chapter, it's more like an act.
It's not. It's literally a paragraph. It's
yeah, right.
Considered a chapter,
or even an act for that matter.
Yeah, even an act is longer than this.
Anyway,
I've never seen one.
We're going on with chapter 2. SpongeBob picks up. Hey SpongeBob, it's Sandy. Oh hey, it's been a while, SpongeBob. And Sandy talk for a while. What? And SpongeBob and Sandy talk for a while, and then, hey SpongeBob, yes? SpongeBob wonders what could happen. SpongeBob, you maybe want to hang out sometime at your place?
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, yeah, the writing is just losing quality as we go. SpongeBob did not expect this at all. Sure, how about tomorrow night? Sounds like a good idea. The two say goodbye and hang up. SpongeBob heads to the kitchen, makes his favorite dinner, mac and cheese. I didn't know that. They never incorporated that into the show, but it's the first I hear of it. Non-canon lore.
Oh my gosh.
About 10 minutes later, he puts his bowl away and says goodnight to his pet snail and goes to bed. I guess you'll take it over from here?
Yeah.
Fine. Go ahead.
Let's see how this goes. This is taking a weird turn.
Yeah, right. I'm curious.
Let's see. SpongeBob gets out of bed, eats breakfast, and heads out to the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob gets there so early because he is really excited, because he is going to see Sandy after a while. SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs screamed, why are you here at 7:30? I just want to be at work early, unlike yesterday, the first chapter. Well, I had
Oh my god, they cited their own first chapter within the reading.
Yeah.
That is, you only get this kind of quality in Wattpad.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing, honestly. This is not the type of writing that I would ever produce.
Yeah, you're top tier. No, but I'll be fair. This is like circus terrible. Your stuff is at least coherent and like interesting.
At least the previous story was, even if the topic was pretty bad, it was well written. But this is there's a lot of weird repetition.
It's all over the place. I was like stumbling back there. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, so you, my boy, have the day off. What? SpongeBob screamed. Day off? I never miss work. That's the point. You need a break. Now go home and rest. That is not accurate, Mr. Krabs' character.
Yeah, right. It's more like, hey, I need to save money, and legally you need to leave. It'd be more like that.
It would more be, SpongeBob, I need you to work night shift as well, but for no extra pay. Yes, Mr. Krabs, whatever you say.
Shame on these people for butchering SpongeBob. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. SpongeBob followed orders and headed home and got some rest. Later at night, knock knock. SpongeBob answers the door. It's Sandy.
Okay, now it's... Look at the... Okay, there's one comment on this quote-unquote chapter. It's just one user saying, ooh, boy.
I don't even know why they're reading it.
He got his goddamn hand down his pants like, yes. It's getting to the good part.
And this is the final chapter.
Oh, I guess... Okay, this is the last one. Damn.
Maybe this person cringed themselves into finishing reading. Look, it's 2 chapters, too. Oh gosh, I already see something I don't want to.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright. Hey, SpongeBob. SpongeBob welcomes Sandy in. So, Sandy, what did you have in mind? Maybe a movie? SpongeBob turns on Netflix. Oh no. What do you...
Yeah, there we go. There's the innuendo.
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
What do you want to watch? How about Pretty Woman? Not sure what that is. I've never seen it, so sure. The two watch Pretty Woman for a while. After half of the movie, SpongeBob gets a feeling, and oh no! Why?
Read that line, please. I just read it. Please read it.
Oh no! SpongeBob gets a feeling and urge. He's been waiting for a while, and it was his chance. He wanted to get... Oh no.
Say it.
He wanted to get on Sandy Cheeks.
Oh my god. You can't just play off of her last name like that to make innuendo.
Oh, they could, but oh my gosh, it's so terrible.
These people need Jesus.
They need more than Jesus in their life.
The word Sandy Cheeks will never be the same to me after this.
After I repress my memories of this, it should hopefully go back to normal.
It will.
Oh, let's see. SpongeBob reaches in and throws Sandy on the floor. He starts his engine and zooms straight into Sandy. Sandy knew it would happen sooner than later, and she felt the same. As soon as SpongeBob pulled out, Sandy straight on it. Oh no!
Straight on it. Okay, so they're being very like I don't. They're being very like they're using like analogies, right, to kind of like drive the point home so that they don't get banned.
They're trying very hard to prevent children who have no idea what's going on from understanding what's going on.
Right, and before we go on, I just want to point out that there was like no development to this. Like he just throws her on the floor. So it's basically like a very well concise developed story, right? It's like, oh yeah, the progression, and instead of easing into the sexual part, they're just like, and then they
Yes. So, there's like no progression into it, no smooth transition. It's like, let's just run into this wall as hard as we can. And
well, this author is clearly a man of action. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh gosh, this is gonna be weird to read this last sentence. All right. SpongeBob and Sandy got those square pants and threw them straight away. And finally, SpongeBob had gotten Sandy's cheeks. Oh gosh,
Jesus.
I'm gonna need to.
You know, you
like splash some
like
holy
brush
water
your
in my
teeth now.
Okay, let's see,
so
even the first comment. Look at what it says. What drugs are you on?
Yeah. Time to clear my history, says Monica's piano.
What a disappointment.
To be fair, I think it's counterintuitive to both say you want to clear your history, then leave a comment on this particular story.
Oh my god.
And I'm sorry, dude, you got the short end of the stick on that one. You had to read all the terrible...
I can't imagine anyone writing this intentionally. So they had to have gotten paid for this. Someone had to have... Oh no, what are you looking up?
Well, see... These two stories were a lot more brief than I intended, especially the second one. Like, I didn't think they'd just kind of written 2 chapters and called it quits. So, I'm gonna add a little bonus to this.
Merciful Lord, what is this? Some kind of weird animal.
I'm genuinely sad that I lack the creativity to make this up, but this story is called How I Became Sonic the Hedgehog.
They
by
didn't even
Emma
write it right.
K.S.
How I become. It's like...
Yeah. Anyway, I'll go ahead and read the description. Look at that. This one's really organized. Table of contents, everything. Okay, so the description is like this. I was a huge fan of the Sonic franchise, but I would have never even come close to expecting what happened after making a simple wish on a little star, my mistake. This is, and I quote, the story of how I became the iconic blue blur. Good grief, man. I don't know, man. Look, I try to be accepting, and I try to be nice generally about people's interests, but Sonic fans are just straight weird.
Yeah, they're a little too far-fetched for me. I mean, I like Sonic as much as normal.
Yeah, like the games, they're alright. Like, yeah, I have a couple of them. They're fun, but beyond that...
I liked the movie. It was pretty nice, but I wouldn't want to go any further than that.
Yeah. I think it's gotten to a point where I have a lot more respect for even like furries than Sonic fans.
Oh gosh, that's really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
But just look at this. All right. Anyway, the first chapter is it's titled "What is Happening," and it should be noted that it's spelled W-U-T. So what is happening? Flawless. I'll just go ahead and start. I guess there's no way to ease into this disaster.
Yeah.
My POV. I was watching the final episode of Sonic X. So long, Sonic. Oh my. I was upset because Shadow had disappeared and I had no idea what happened to him. He was always my favorite character. He wasn't buying it to just being straight up good or being straight up bad. That's what I loved about him. Later that night, before I went upstairs to get ready for bed, I saw a shooting star and I could not help but make a wish. Me, in parentheses for some reason. I wish that I could meet Shadow and be a part of the Sonic X TV show world. Dude, don't you just hate it when that happens? It happens to me all the time.
I wish, and then suddenly I become an anamorphed weird creature.
Anthropomorphic hedgehog, yeah, dude, all the time.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Later that night, when I was about to climb into bed, I saw a bright light started to glow around me, and the last thing I saw was darkness. When I woke up, I was surrounded by people and vehicles. As the people began to complain and ask each other what the heck I even was, and all that I asked myself what they were even staring at. Yeah,
This is not well written at all.
Yeah. The
Typical.
police officers tried to capture me, but I ran from them, as Sonic would, of course. He has to go fast.
Yeah.
I was questioning in my own head how I was even running so fast in the first place. And so when I looked down on my legs, I gasped at what I saw. My legs were a royal blue color. Not to mention I wasn't wearing any clothes. See that's a whole different thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It didn't take long for me to realize that I was being chased by a bunch of race cars. Why race cars? Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna back up a bit.
And not police cars. They were
Yeah,
officers,
right? When did they turn into race cars?
Oh my gosh. Consistency is not a thing.
Anyway, and even my eyes became the size of dinner plates when I realized who the drivers of these vehicles were. It was the S-Team from Sonic X. Look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if the Sonic characters ever made a consistent habit of driving around in race cars. Pretty sure they can run pretty fast, right?
They weren't even. I'm pretty sure they weren't even cars. I think they used hover vehicles or helicopters or something like that in that show.
Yeah, well, this is this person's interpretation about it, so I guess we're just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Apparently the leader wanted a race. I smirked at the idea and decided to give him what he wanted. I began to speed up, and before long I created what can only be known as the Sonic Boom.
Of course.
Ah, yes. I was now floating in the sky, watching the beautiful lights above me. I had to admit, it was pretty. But then my eyes widened at the side of the pool. It wasn't the fact that I was above the water that was a problem, because I could swim perfectly fine. Jesus, writing really throws me off.
Yeah.
It was the realization of how high up I really was. That was the problem. This guy kind of types the way he thinks, if you see what I mean.
Grammar is very bad in this, and random words are capitalized.
I don't know if it's necessarily the grammar. I mean, it is, but it's also the sentence structure.
Yeah. It's hard to read it because it's so poorly done.
I then landed directly into the pool and tried to swim my way out. Unfortunately, with the amount of energy that I had at the moment, I was struggling. But then I heard someone dive into the water after me. Then I looked up, and I had a shocked look on my face. A little boy that was still wearing his pajamas drove into the water to save me, and then he pulled me out of the water to the surface. Wow, that was a close one. Are you alright? Yeah, thanks, kid. Chris... Oh, God, they use your name.
Yes, it's terrible.
I think it's just textbook that you need to read this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this
Please
part's
no.
calling out to you. Go ahead. Read the
Yes.
Chris part.
Oh no. Wow, that was close. Are you alright? And then you said, yeah, thanks, kid. Alright, so Chris looked at me with a confused and shocked. Looked at me confused and shocked.
Oh, yeah.
He
There we
wasn't-
go. That threw me off, too.
Yeah. He wasn't expecting me to be able to talk, and I couldn't blame him. I mean, how would you react if you found a hedgehog the size of an 8-year-old child that could talk? I didn't know that you can talk. Well, I can do a lot of things. He found it
Yeah, you tell
cool
him.
that I could even talk in the first place. Okay, this is so cringe. And to be honest, I wouldn't blame him if I found an animal that could talk. Too, I would be impressed. He asked for me if I had a name, and I answered him. I answered in a similar way Sonic did. Oh, of course I have a name. My name is Emma. What? Okay, I guess even though they anamorphed into Sonic, they aren't Sonic still. Also, note that
So,
this is
and now we know
girl.
that now we know that the person who wrote this is named Eba.
Oh my gosh. Has he let me in his home? Has he? Okay, that's just grammar. Has
Sound
he
it
let
out
me in his
slowly.
home? I asked him if he had any clothes that I could borrow, since I refused to walk around in nude like Sonic did.
She seemed really fixated on the nude part for some reason.
Yeah, and technically Sonic isn't nude. He wears shoes.
Yeah, he wears shoes exactly, and he's covered in fur. Get your
Yeah.
mind out of the gutter, Emma. Damn it.
He helped me find a good outfit that would fit me, and so now here I was walking in the blue burr's shoes.
Blue burr. I guess he went from being the blue blur to burr.
Yeah, both figuratively and literally. Okay,
I guess that's the end of that chapter.
This is interesting. Oh gosh, here comes Amy,
Yeah.
I guess. Wait, did they really? Did they commission someone to draw this, or did?
I think so,
someone
right? It's a
draw
really
it?
good drawing. I'm actually curious. So since you guys aren't seeing this, this story has the second chapter called Meeting the Others has a very well drawn image of Sonic, and that's Amy, right?
Yeah, that's Amy. But
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just art that they pulled in, or if they.
It's just
actually
really
drew it
well
out.
done, and they're both in dresses, so interesting.
Yeah, it's Sonic cross-dressing, I guess.
Yeah. I'd actually have to look that up later. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, the next chapter is called Meeting the Others. I was outside with Chris,
Oh, no.
no less, on the balcony. Chris was currently talking to his mother on the phone, while I just sat back and listened while waiting for him to finish. But then my ears perked up and my eyes became the size of dinner plates when I heard
gosh,
Chris
again?
call me a cat. And that's fair, he kind of looks like a cat.
Yeah, he doesn't look like any animal to be completely honest. Looks a little
Certainly
weird.
not a hedgehog. Anyway, once
Yeah.
his conversation with his mother was over and he hung up on the phone, I climbed up onto the table so I could get in his line of view. Newsflash, Chris, I'm a hedgehog, not a cat. Whew, sassy. Chris explained
Yeah.
to me the reason why he called me a cat was because his mom was sometimes clueless. How does that tie in?
Oh, so what? She doesn't know what a hedgehog is?
I suppose. Anyway, we then went inside and I sat on the couch and watched some TV with Chris. I can't get over that. And then
Oh
his
my gosh.
grandfather came in feeling super excited as he talked about seeing a robotic hedgehog on the news. The second he saw me, Chris shoved a pillow in my face, trying to hide me from him. I pushed the pillow off on me as I glared at the TV. After a little bit of bickering with Chris's grandfather, he was finally able to see that I was not a robot, and that is when I noticed the cream and her pet chow cheese on the TV surrounded by news helicopters.
What the heck?
I was kind of keeping up until now, but now I'm just lost.
Yeah, I got lost towards the beginning of this chapter. I have no idea what's going on. Oh my gosh.
As we were nearing Area 99, Chris gave me a little device to wear that would help me communicate with them. I then took a deep breath as I jumped out of the moving vehicle and stumbled a bit. I mean, I am still getting used to this body after all. Yeah, that makes sense, when you switch bodies. It takes time.
When did we get to Area 99? What's going on here?
I didn't even consider...
Were they chilling at Chris's house? How did
They were, but see, this is such quality writing that the author even added a disclaimer here. There's a little label here that says at Area 99, so that we know that they're at Area 99.
Yes, of course, because
That should be another chapter.
I'd like some context here on why they're going to Area 99, but sure, why not?
Anyway, I then took a deep breath as I jumped out of the moving vehicle and stumbled a bit. I mean, I am still getting used to this body after all. I already read that. Once I was inside, I made sure to slip past all the cameras before making a mad dash for the room that Cream and Cheese were in. I'm still not quite sure who Cream and Cheese are, but we're just rolling with it.
Yeah.
As soon as I found them, I started trying to think of a plan to get them out of there without putting them in danger. Before I knew it, some little devices put the power out. Some little devices? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this person kind of writes the way they think. I took that chance to save Cream and Cheese. I got them out of there. They thought I was Sonic, but I explained to them that I was not Sonic and my name was Emma and I was a girl, not a boy. What a sentence.
That was the worst
That was a doozy.
I've seen so far. Oh
they were
my
a little
God.
confused, but I promised them that I would explain everything to them later. First, I had to get them out of there. Okay, I guess you want to read this, or if you want, I can keep going. I don't mind.
I'll read it. Let's see how
Time
it
skip.
goes.
Yeah, there's another little label that says time skip, so we know that the time has skipped instead of kind of writing it into the literature.
Yes. A few days have passed, and Cream and Tails had explained everything. Okay.
Jeez.
Of course, Tails. Oh, see, they go back and forth between capitalizing names and not capitalizing names. It makes this more difficult to know who's the character or not.
Shake my head. Inconsistency. And I paid $200 for this book, damn it.
Oh my gosh. Of course, Tails would still ask a couple questions here and there. He got the full story and the full picture as he's starting to understand. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Of course, he wasn't happy with the thought that he may have lost his best friend. As a matter of fact, as soon as that realization came to him, he began to cry. He soon hugged me as he told me how Sonic was like a brother to him and how much he was going to miss him. Soon enough, Dr. Eggman attacked. And what? Why?
You can't just no, come on. If Dr. Eggman is attacking, you have to ease into that. You can't.
They're having a good moment here where they're trying to explain and figure out what's going on, and suddenly Dr. Eggman appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, like not a lot's going on. It's like boo, an attack. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, I need some conflict here. Let's go. Let's just sprinkle.
Yeah, let's see. This is a roller coaster of emotions. Let's keep going. Let's see where this rabbit hole takes us.
Oh gosh. Soon enough, Dr. Eggman attacked, and since the real Sonic was no longer here, I had to be the one to stop him. Luckily for me, I was not alone on this, because apparently Knuckles, the Echidna, and Amy rode up to join the fight. Okay. After the fight, Amy went to run up to me and give me a bear hug, but I turned around and stopped her before she had the chance. She gasped when she saw me. I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, how would you feel if you found out that your crush was actually the opposite gender of what he or she should be? Or she used to be.
Okay, so what are the rules here? So this girl turned into Sonic, but even if she turned into Sonic, she retained both her gender and her personality. This is some...
Yeah. I was under the impression that she just her mind just went into Sonic's body, but now it seems that Sonic transformed into a girl.
Yeah, these lower rules are more complicated than Naruto or like Bleach or something. Jesus Christ.
This is getting a little weird, but I guess how well did the story possibly be planned out? Oh my gosh. They were both shocked and confused, but Amy was not only shocked and confused, but was also upset.
Okay. Of course.
She was crying, realizing that now she had to find a new soulmate. Oh my gosh, these people are... They write it like these people are so quick to just assume that Sonic is gone forever and will never return. I don't know. You would think that they would be like, oh, let's try to figure out how we can fix this. Not, okay, I guess we gotta move on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are like people of action. They just fucking roll with the punches and keep moving.
Yeah,
this is definitely a quality read.
It's definitely well planned out, well articulated. I understand everything that's going on.
Oh, absolutely pristine. 10 out of 10. I'm really, really, really proud of this. I'm not gonna say her username anymore because I just realized I probably shouldn't do that, but nonetheless, interesting work.
It's not like she's gonna get any hate for it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, this one has 248 views, 8 likes. Wait, no, 8 comments. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the comments really quick. From Koga Plush, which, girl, we have to find out new soulmate. I had a crush on this guy who saw me as a cousin, accepted it and moved on. You need to chill, Amy. Sonic may have liked you.
What?
There's people following this and getting hooked on it. What
And
an
they're telling
interesting
her
world
to
we live in.
this one person made multiple comments on the same chapter. What?
Yeah. Okay, so there's like, this person made like 13 different comments on the... Emma, let's
my
get
God.
this guy. Tails, do you even know how to fight? Emma, frick. My sonic instincts are coming to me. I'm so confused.
Oh my gosh, these comments were put in November
Oh yeah, this was
of
just
this
now.
year.
And then the
So
person
this
wants to say ciao for no reason.
Wait, when did the story get posted? Did it say it on the main page?
I've actually been having trouble finding exactly where it says the like the date of things.
Maybe on the main the chapter list of the story, it shows like when everything was posted.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing one more little bonus here. This one, I made sure to find one that was kind of popular. It's called True Past, and it's another one about Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'll just go ahead and read it. We'll read half and half. How does that sound? It's really short. It's just a tiny one. It's a good thing to wrap it up, I think. Boys, it's time for lunch, yelled a female hedgehog with dark orange eyes, peach skin, and a murky blue coat of fur. She was also in a pastel purple dress. Okay, this is night and day compared to what we just read.
Yeah.
Really descriptive.
Much more detail.
A small blue hedgehog with bright green went running towards the female with a bright smile. I keep skipping the A's. Okay, Mum, said the black and red hedgehog with crimson eyes. Why can't... Okay, I think they're trying to not infringe on copyrights. That's why they keep on describing them by the color, but that's really awkward.
Yeah, it's awkward because I doubt there would be any copyright for a fanfic.
Yeah.
But okay.
My eyes snapped open at the dream I had. Normally it would be the repeat of Maria's death, whoever Maria is. This was new.
Yeah.
Who was the female hedgehog and the small blue one? Why did I call her Mum? What the hell is going on with me lately? Okay, this person completely lost me now. Like, I have no idea what's going on immediately.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
That's some ability. Suddenly there was a knock on my bedroom door. I got out of bed and opened the sort to find Rogue standing there with her flirtatious smile. Damn. Hey hun, how are you this morning? She asked in the tone that drove most males insane, of course.
Gosh.
Well, besides the forever tormenting dreams, I'm fine, I said sarcastically as a glimpse of that small hedgehog smiling beside me appears and gives me a headache. Yeah, this really lost quality. Rogue noticed because... Oh, what happened?
I'll start reading now.
Yeah, go right ahead since it's pretty short.
Yeah,
From Rogue?
it's short. Let's see. Rogue noticed because all her flirtatious features disappeared. What? But replaced with a mother-like personality. Okay. I mean, there's more flirtatious features than just her personality.
We're looking at some mommy fetish here.
Yeah, it's a little weird now. Are you okay? Go sit down. I think they meant sit down.
Go sit down, of course. Do you ever just sit down on a chair?
Yes, of course. Sit down on a chair or bed, whatever you want. I'll go get you some water, Rogue had said before zooming down to the kitchen. We shared an apartment, but we aren't dating. She came back and passed me the cup and sat next to me. Thanks, I said simply. What's wrong? You can tell me anything. And you know that, hun, she said in that motherly tone. I had this dream, but it was different from the ones I normally have. There were two hedgehogs. One was female with dark orange eyes and murky blue fur, and the other one was male with green eyes and royal blue fur. I say, as Rogue looks at me. But the thing is, I called her Mum. I finished, confused, as Rogue looked at me shocked. We sat in silence for what felt like hours. This is a very confusing...
I genuinely have no... Like, that's so strange. It started with that first sentence. That was like some freaking... like, Ray Bradbury-esque sentence with absolute, like, descriptive, good grammar, and then it just turned to this mess of... I don't even understand it.
Yeah. But generally...
What happened?
Generally, that kind of start would be for something like, not for a first chapter. That would be for something like a second or third chapter after you know what's going on. That first sentence just kind of confuses
Yeah, right.
me, 'cause I'm like, what?
This just kind of throws you into the action. Like, this is so bizarre. Anyway, there's only one comment on this. It says, Shadow, you're smarter than this, honey. So I guess other people understood it. What did we miss?
I'm confused because are they implying that the main character is Shadow? I don't know, because they didn't tell me.
Right. And there's another one here that's Shadow, I love you. You're the ultimate life form.
Oh
but you
God.
both stupid and blind. How many male hedgehogs have you met? Only one.
Well,
People get way too into this.
Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Well, this is a great chapter, is one of the comments.
This is a great chapter. It's interesting that they say that, because this is the first chapter. Doesn't this kind of feel like there's a story before it?
Yeah, this feels like there should have been chapters before this.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's like coming out of nowhere.
Right.
I mean,
I honestly think that might be all we have time for.
Yeah. These things can get kind of long.
Oh yeah, and that was definitely an interesting way to end it. A strange story. And anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Remember to subscribe and definitely follow us on Spotify, and you all have yourself a wonderful day. This has been Fanfic Kick, signing off.
Bye.
Yeah, definitely say bye.